Everyday Superpower, where we talk body language, game, relationships, and everything in between, alright? This could be a pretty brief one, because I feel like the concept is, or should be easily understood. If you go on dating apps, yeah, you're going to find, we'll take it into the real world as well, but if you go on dating apps, you will be encumbered by ladies who have in their bios discussion on dogs, dog dads, show me your dog, just want somebody to look after my dog with me and this and that. And then if you are in a relationship, what do you find with relationships? Sometimes when it's quite serious, at some point they both end up getting a cat together, a dog together, or something else like a little furry critter to care for together, okay? This is the precursor to childbearing, and indirectly it shows the lady how good of a father you are going to be, how you look after and treat that innocent soul that depends on you for its care and upkeep. You will be judged and assessed, and if anything, it will bring out characteristics in you that she didn't initially see because you haven't had to really cope and deal with that before. I mean, more prominently, how you deal with kids and young children, regardless, like that'll be more prominent if you are in a space for that to be the case. And I'm not speaking on men who get in relationships with women who've got children and so forth. Let's just say they're both you know, you and your partner, or you or somebody you're courting at that moment in time. You're child free. You don't have children, okay? But whether you want to or not in the future, it will still serve as a driving force as to whether that woman is attracted to you and wants to, you know, do the deed with you. It's an act of procreation, whether you're protected or not, right? You see where I'm coming from? So, if you own a dog, you're already kind of winning. If you look after that dog well. I mean, I know I don't. I would love to, but I don't have the time for that. So I can't do that anyway. And I don't know how most men do. You must be winning if you can look after, own a dog, and be, you know, on your grind. I respect you for that. That means you're definitely independent, because you can't be doing a 9 till 5 and then coming home grafting, having to take the dog for walks and do all this, that, and the first on a like serious basis, whilst being on your grind. You know, in my personal opinion. But I don't come from much. You know what I mean? I got no handouts, so I don't see how people can do that. I couldn't. So. It's a direct parallel as to how you are going to be as the father of a child, and I just want you to quite simply perceive it in that manner. Whenever if you want to impress a woman, or you know, flick an attraction switch in that woman's mind, be on your best behavior and really highlight your positive, you know, qualities when there is cute animals in your immediate environment, or you know, engage with young children and so forth. And if you're not necessarily into that, you don't have to fake it, you don't have to force it. I wouldn't say do that, because why would you? You're not going to use them animals and children as a tool to you know, attract women. That's horrible. Them innocent, pure beings don't need you to you know, weaponize them. I think that's quite gross, really. But do you know what? Also, I think it's quite gross when men aren't kind or engaged with you know, animals and young children and that. If anything, quite turned off and scared by that. I don't come from an environment personally where there's young children, so I haven't grown up with a surplus of young children around me, so sometimes I am a little bit wary as to how I engage and interact with children, because I don't necessarily know. You know, I just don't have a background of doing so. So I am a little bit on edge when it comes to it. So I don't go out of my way to do so. But when it comes to animals, I absolutely adore animals, and I've spent a lot of time with them. And it's a bit of a it makes me wonder about men who sort of are a bit shook by that, or don't show any degree of engagement with an animal that is giving them attention, you know, let alone what a woman would perceive that as. I do think it's quite weird in myself. I think, wait a minute, It seems like there's a lack of soul there, perhaps. But I guess it's each to their own. I definitely know somebody who's watching this is going to disagree with me and say, "No, I just don't like that. I don't want to stink. I think they're uncleanly and so on and so forth." And I'm not going to disagree with you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I'll let you do your thing because that's completely fine. But it goes to show how you would treat your own. You know, if you're willing to look after and care for and give your time of day and interact and positively engage with these these creatures, let alone another child, then it has a complete parallel with how she perceives you as to how you would look after your own. And that's incredibly important to her, because she's not going to jump into procreating with you or having intercourse with you if biologically speaking there's some disconnect and turn off in doing so. She's going to be more likely to have a bit of fun, have a bit of raunchy fun with you if you can showcase the qualities of a good father. And that's not to say that you're planning to have children anytime too soon. It's just the way her brain works. It's the biological pull that will bring you both together. You've got genetics and you've got father qualities. Which side of the fence are you sort of more prominent on? Because she will do the deed with you, given that genetically speaking you're quite marvelous, but then she will also do the deed with you if biologically speaking you spark up that fatherly position that she craves. That is necessary for the 18 years of necessity for that child to strive and grow and procreate further and continue your bloodline going. And you can disagree with it, she can disagree with it. I don't want kids, I don't want blah blah blah, but she will be attracted to people who showcase them qualities, and that's the be all and end all. So with that being said, I'm signing out. That's some game. Click like and subscribe. It was a brief one, but it's just food for thought. Yeah, it all is a part of our communication. Each and everything you can perceive and take in and absorb, from the colours of the wall behind me to the objects I have on the table, to the way I speak, to the colours I choose to write on a whiteboard, to what products I ingest and spray on my body and what brands I put on my feet. It all relates in this game. It all has applications and meaning. Okay, it's all symbolic. So pay attention and you will start to find patterns you have never ever taken into consideration before. Click like and subscribe. I'm uploading every day, 2 times a day in all fairness. So 2 links in the description. One goes to my YouTube playlist, the Catalogue of Body Language. Over 220 videos in there, if not 230 videos, if not 240 videos of how you can read someone through their subconscious behaviour. Okay, free of charge, clearly. It's on YouTube. Second to that is the Patreon, where you'll join me and I'll break down the attraction and repulsion cues real people give towards each other. Yeah, and you'll take that into the real world and you'll never have trouble with women again. I'm signing out.